your guide through today's asana practice. I will be teaching a breath-based Hatha yoga. Now, what I absolutely love about Hatha yoga is that it's designed to unite our polar opposites. So you have Ha, which is the sun, or our masculine energy, and that's represented with each exhalation from below, from the abdomen, as strength and grounding. And then we have Ta, which is the moon, or our feminine energy, and that's witnessed from above, beginning with our chest, as receptivity with each inhalation. Now, when we combine these beautiful practices, the Ha, the Ta, the masculine and the feminine, we are going to find a greater intuition into our body's own innate wisdom, a deeper dropping into our being. And we practice this by using the Ujjayi breath, or the warrior's breath, otherwise known as the ocean breath. That's because of the way it sounds, with the waves crashing in and out. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Ujjayi breath, that is practiced with a gentle constriction in the back of the throat, kind of like when you're fogging up sunglasses to clean them, or a mirror. You go, it's that same constriction in the back of the throat. I'll make it audible for you so that way you can hear what it sounds like, and I'll do it with my mouth open, but it is practice with your mouth closed, but just so you can hear the inhalation and the exhalation, I'll do it with my mouth open. Hopefully that was audible enough for you. But you can hear that there's that constriction in the back of the throat. Now, the beautiful part about this Ujjayi breath is that it's going to enable us to lengthen and deepen our breaths, so that way we're able to fit our movement within our breath. It is our breath that is going to lead the beautiful dance of this asana practice. And when I say that, it means it envelopes our movement. So first the breath begins, and then the movement follows. Then the movement ends, and then the breath ends. And in this way, our breath is hugging our movements, sandwiching them, enveloping them, whatever term works best for you, but it will be leading us throughout our practice. And that way, you're better able to listen to your body's wisdom. If you ever notice a point where your breath is cut short, or you're not able to have that full, deep, and complete inhalation and exhalation, that is your body telling you, no, back up off. It's okay. You don't need to push yourself in this way. And that's going to be the most important thing, is it's tuning into you and your body and your breath, and noticing how each body is different and each breath is going to be different and unique. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seat, whether that's sitting cross-legged like I am, or kneeling, or even sitting on a pillow, whatever it is that's most comfortable for your body. So go ahead and find that position that works for you, and you can go ahead and begin swaying a little left to right, forwards and backwards, to try to find that center spot on your spine. And when you've found that, gradually coming into a stillness and allowing your eyes to close. And while you're here, I want you to simply observe your breath just as it is, noticing what it's like, and where is it the most dominant. And if you find your mind is wandering at any point, don't worry. That's simply your mind doing just what it's designed to do. And simply thank your mind. Thank it for doing its job. But let it know that right now, the most important thing for you to do is to be here now, and that you'll come back to those thoughts and ideas. And while we're here in this moment of stillness, begin to tune into your heart center, While you're resting here in your heart center, begin to tune into your heart on what it is it has to say to you. And while you're listening to your heart, set an intention for this practice. And when you found your intention, go ahead and bring your hands to heart center, palms facing each other at Anjali Mudra. And bowing your head to your heart, cement the intention for your practice. And when it feels right for you, go ahead and come to the top of your mat. And as you're here, we'll begin with just a few warm-ups to tune in our movement into our breath. So go ahead and place your feet about hip distance apart, feet firmly planted, all four corners of your feet down to the earth. Your knees slightly bent, you don't want them to be locked. And the crown of your head reaching to the sky, your chin gently tucked. Then we'll inhale, bringing our arms up above our head. And exhaling our hands to our side. Inhaling the hands above your head. And exhaling hands to your side. Once again, inhaling your hands up above your head. And on exhalation, hinging from the hips, we'll drop into forward fold, placing our hands underneath our shoulders, reaching our tailbone up to the sky. And inhaling, leading with the chest with the straight back, bringing your hands back above your head. Gaze is forward. Exhale once again into forward fold, hinging from the hips, bringing our hands to the earth. Inhaling, bring our hands back above our heads. And exhale, we drop into forward fold and we pause here for 3 deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Really reaching our tailbone up into the sky, bending into our knees as much as we may need to. And if it feels right for you, you can go ahead and clasp elbows together and rock a little left to right. Feeling your back stretch and expand with each inhalation. And your fold to deepen with each exhalation as you feel your tailbone reach to the sky as you hug your navel into your spine. And on your next inhalation, leading with our chest, we bring our hands back above our head. And exhale, bringing our hands to our side and pausing, taking a natural breath in and out. Now that we've tuned into that breath and body movement and allowing our breath to lead us, we'll continue now with sun salutations. So keeping your feet just as they are, taking a nice deep Ujjayi breath in. We'll exhale, bringing our hands to heart center, palms facing each other. Inhale, bringing your hands up above your head as your gaze goes up to the sky. And exhale, hinging from the hips, we drop into forward fold. And then here we'll bring our hands in line with our toes to help prepare us for our next posture. We'll inhale, step our left foot back, dropping our left knee to the earth into low lunge, making sure our front knee is in line with our ankle as our gaze goes up. And we'll exhale, stepping our right foot back into downward facing dog, reaching our tailbone up to the sky. And at the bottom of the exhalation, we'll have a breath retention as we drop knees, chest, chin into the earth into a zigzag line. And we'll inhale, pushing ourselves up into cobra, making sure our elbows stay tucked and bent. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. We'll inhale, stepping our left foot forward between our hands, dropping our right knee to the earth as our gaze goes up. Exhale, bringing our right foot forward as we step back into forward fold, reaching our tailbone to the sky. We'll inhale, leading with our chest, bring our hands back above our head, gaze goes up, and exhale, hands back to heart center. We'll continue now with the right side. Inhale, bringing your hands up above your head, gaze goes up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, dropping into forward fold. Inhale, stepping that right foot back, dropping the right knee to the earth into the lunge. Once again, making sure your front knee is in line with your ankle as your gaze goes up. Exhale, stepping that left foot back into downward facing dog. Breath retention as we drop knees, chest, chin into the earth into zigzag line. Inhale, pushing yourselves up into cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping that right foot forward between your hands, dropping the left knee to the earth until a lunge, gaze up. Exhale, stepping that left foot forward into forward fold. Inhale, leading with the chest as your arms go up above your head, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more sets now. Inhale, hands go up, gaze is up. Exhale, dropping into forward fold. Inhale, stepping that left foot back into low lunge, gaze is up. Exhale, stepping that right foot back into downward dog. Breath retention as we drop knees, chest, chin into the earth into zigzag line. Inhale, pushing yourself up into cobra. Exhale, back into downward dog. Inhale, stepping that left foot forward into low lunge, gaze is up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, leading with the chest, arms above your head, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands above your head, gaze goes up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping that right foot back into low lunge, gaze up. Exhale into downward dog. Breath retention, dropping knees, chest, chin into the earth into zigzag line. Inhale, pushing yourself up into cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping that right foot forward between the hands, dropping the left knee to the earth, gaze up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, leading with the chest, arms above your head, gaze goes up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and go ahead and drop your hands to your side now, taking a natural breath in and out. Feeling our body warmed up and prepared for our asana practice. We'll continue now with extended side angle. We'll go ahead and inhale, stepping your right foot back. We're gonna pivot our right foot so it's in line or pointing towards the short side of the mat. And our left foot is gonna be in line with the short side of the mat. We want our legs roughly leg distance apart. For the extended side angle, you want to be able to bend into that front knee and have your knee in line with your ankle. So go ahead and take this time to find the stance that's right for you. And when you do, ensure that your hips are in line with the long side of the mat. So go ahead and inhale, bring our arms parallel to the earth as our gaze looks forward over our right hand. And we'll exhale, bending into that right knee as we bring our right elbow onto our knee and reaching our left hand in this beautiful diagonal line. We'll inhale, straighten ourselves back up into that center beginning location. Exhale, dropping back into that extended side angle, bending into our knee, resting our elbow on our knee as our left hand reaches to the sky. Inhaling back up. And our next exhalation will drop into our static pose
of extended side angle. Pausing here for deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Putting a little bit more weight in the knife's edge of our back foot. Really feeling our left side body stretch and expand. Our gaze is at our hand. There's a little bit of distance between our shoulders and our ears. Deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and pull ourselves back up. And we'll bring our back left foot forward just a little bit more to set us up now for our triangle pose. So go ahead and inch that back foot up a little bit more. And once again, inhale, bringing your arms parallel to the earth. Gaze is forward. Take a deep Ujjayi breath in. And on exhalation, we'll pull our right hand forward as we drop down into triangle pose, reaching our left arm to the sky. Our gaze is up. And at the bottom of the exhalation, you drop your gaze to your right hand and inhaling yourself back up. Exhaling, pulling that right hand forward, dropping down into triangle pose as our gaze goes up. And you're welcome to rest your hand on the earth or right here, whatever feels best for you on your shin. But at the bottom of the exhalation, once again, dropping your gaze to your right hand and inhaling back up. Once more, exhale, pulling our right hand forward as we drop into a triangle pose, and we pause here for 2 deep and complete Ujjayi breaths in and out. If it doesn't feel right for your neck, you're welcome to gaze forward rather than up into your left hand. And at the bottom of your exhalation, next exhalation, drop your gaze to your right hand, and we'll inhaling, pulling ourselves out of the triangle pose. And we'll reverse sides by closing our right foot in line with the short side of the mat and pivoting our left foot forward, pointing to the short side of the mat. And as we're going to go back into extended side angle, you're going to want to lengthen that space just a little bit more. Once again, setting yourselves up for extended side angle, bending into that front knee to make sure, once again, that your knee will be in line with your ankle. So once you've found yourself in that position, we'll go ahead and inhale, bring your arms parallel to that earth. Gaze is forward. And exhale, bending into that left knee as we rest our elbow onto our knee, reaching our right arm up to that sky, creating a beautiful diagonal line with our right foot and our right hand. Inhaling, bringing ourselves back up. Exhaling, dropping back into that extended side angle. Inhaling back up. The next exhalation will drop now into our static hold for a couple deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Once again, making sure there's a little bit more weight in the knife's edge of your back foot so you can feel this beautiful diagonal line. Your right side body stretching and expanding, creating a little bit of distance between your shoulders and your ears. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and lift yourselves back up. And we'll close that distance a little bit between our feet by stepping that right foot a little bit closer to prepare us for triangle. We'll inhale, once again, bring our arms parallel to the earth as our gaze is over our left hand. And we'll exhale, pulling our left hand forward as we drop ourselves down into the triangle pose. Gaze is going up into the sky. The bottom of your exhalation, dropping your gaze to your left hand, inhaling back out. Exhaling, pulling that left hand forward and dropping back into triangle pose. The bottom of your exhalation, dropping your gaze to your left hand and inhaling yourselves back up. Exhaling, pulling that left hand forward, and now we hold here in the full expression of the triangle pose for a couple deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. And once again, if it doesn't feel right for your neck to gaze up to the sky, go ahead and just look forward. Listen to your body and to your breath and find the expression that works best for you. One more deep and complete Ujjayi breath here. And at the bottom of your exhalation, go ahead and drop your gaze to your left hand and inhaling back up and coming back to the top of your mat. Taking a natural breath in and out. We'll continue now with our warrior practice. So once again, stepping your right foot back and pivoting it around so that your right foot is pointing the short side of your mat, and your left foot is going to be at about a 45-degree angle, and that's going to ensure that your hip points are in line with that short side of the mat. Keeping both legs straight for now. We'll inhale, bringing our arms up above our heads, and exhale, bending into that front knee, that right knee, and making sure once again that your knee is in line with your ankle as you sweep yourself folding down. Now inhale, bring our arms back above our heads, we straighten that front knee out, and exhale, dropping back in, folding over our front leg. Inhaling, keeping your front knee bent. Now we pause here and warrior one, this beautiful full expression of it. Bringing our right hip back a little bit more and our left hip forward a little bit more to make sure it's squared and in line. Taking deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Remembering inhalation from above as receptivity, and exhalation from below as strength and grounding. On your next inhalation, go ahead and straighten that front leg, and on exhalation, we'll pivot that back foot to be in line with the short side of the mat, and we'll open up into warrior one. Exhaling, bending into that front knee. And we pause here in the full expression of warrior two. Pulling that left hand back a little bit more to ensure that our spine is nice and straight and stacked. Our hips are in line with the long side of the mat as our gaze is over our right hand. Taking one more deep and complete Ujjayi breath here. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and straighten that front knee up. And we're going to pivot to the other side, closing our right foot and pointing our left foot in line with the short side of the mat. Our right foot will be at that 45-degree angle, making sure that our heels are in line. And once again, making sure that our hips are in line with the short side of the mat. We'll inhale, bringing our arms up into the sky. And exhale, bending into that left knee, ensuring our knee is in line with our ankle as we fold over our leg. Inhaling ourselves back up. And exhaling back down. Inhaling back up. And exhaling, bending into that leg, folding over. Now keeping your front knee bent, we'll inhale, bringing our hands back up, and we'll pause here in the full expression of warrior one for a few deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Tugging your left hip back a little bit more and your right hip forward a little bit more to make sure it's nice and squared. Our spine is straight. Reaching our arms into the sky. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and straighten your front knee, and we'll open up and pivoting to our right hand or our right foot in line with the short side of the mat as we prepare ourselves for warrior two. Taking a deep breath in, we'll exhale, bending into our left knee, and we'll hold here for deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Tugging your right hand back a little bit more to ensure that your spine is nice and straight. The crown of your head is reaching to the sky. You might really feel your body warming up now, your arms beginning to shake a little bit. Welcome that heat. And we'll be here for one more deep and complete Ujjayi breath in and out. On your next inhalation, go ahead and straighten that front knee up And we'll come back to the top of our mat, taking a nice deep breath in and out. Allowing your body to just rest for a moment and feeling into the beauty of these asana practices. We'll continue now with the yogi squat. So go ahead and bring your feet about the distance of your mat. But once again, find what works for your body because everybody squats differently. All right. Now once you've found that, we'll go ahead and inhale, bringing our arms up above our head, palms facing each other as we exhale, bringing our hands forward, dropping down into that squat. We'll inhale, bring ourselves back up, reaching our arms back up into the sky. And exhale, once again, dropping into the squat. Once more, inhaling, bring our arms up above our head. And exhale, dropping into this yogi squat. And here we pause for a couple deep and complete ujjayi breaths. Pushing your elbows up against your knees a little bit more, creating that space. Remembering deep, complete ujjayi breaths. And if you find your breath getting cut short at any point, remembering that's your body speaking to you, and to maybe relax a little bit more. One more breath here. And on exhalation, bringing your hands behind you as you bring your buttocks back into the earth. And pausing for a moment of a deep or natural breath in and out. We'll go ahead and lie on our backs, bringing our knees into our chest. And we'll continue now with a wind relief and bridge combo. So what I would like you to do is go ahead and inhale, bringing your feet up into the sky as your hands go up above your head. And exhale, hugging your knees back into your chest. Inhale, bringing your feet into the earth, reaching your arms above your head as you inhale, reaching your pelvic floor up into the sky, into bridge. Exhale, returning your back to the earth and your knees to your chest. Inhale, bringing your legs up into the sky, arms above your head. Exhale, hugging your knees back into your chest. Inhaling into bridge, pelvic floor reaching to the sky. Exhaling, bringing your knees back into your chest. Inhaling, reaching your legs to the sky as your arms go above your head. Exhaling, knees back into your chest. Inhaling into bridge. Exhaling back into your knees, hugging into your chest. Inhaling, legs up into the sky, hands above your head. Exhaling, knees back into your chest. And here we pause for a few deep and complete ujjayi breaths. Allowing ourselves to drop into this moment. Feeling our back supported, resting on the earth beneath us. And if you can't hug your knees to your chest, that's fine. You can create a little bit of distance here. Remember, it's about finding the expression that works for your body and listening to your breath. Knowing that each person will look different at every moment. And that some days will be different than others. One more deep and complete ujjayi breath here. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and extend your left leg out, followed by your right leg. We'll rest here for just a moment, taking natural breaths in and out. And when it feels right for you, rolling over onto your abdomen and preparing now for Cobra. And bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, your forehead resting on the earth. And we'll catch the waves of our Ujjayi breath. On inhalation, pushing yourselves up, once again making sure that your elbows remain tucked and bent as your gaze goes up. And exhale, return yourself to the earth. Inhale, pushing yourselves back up. Exhale, dropping yourself back to the earth. On your next inhalation, we'll hold this Cobra pose for a few deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. If you feel a slight pinching sensation in the back and your lower back, go ahead and drop your elbows down to the earth in line with your shoulders for Sphinx pose to help relieve that a little bit more. Finding the expression that works for you. And on your next exhalation, go ahead and return yourselves back into the earth. And inhale, push yourselves up into tabletop. Finding a nice neutral spine. We'll take a deep Ujjayi breath in. And on exhalation, I want you to tuck your tailbone in as you reach your spine up to the sky for cat-cow. We'll inhale, reverse that, curling our tailbone up into the sky as our gaze goes up. Exhale, tucking our tailbone back in, reaching our spine up. Continuing now in your own breath, pace, and rhythm. Deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Inhaling from above as receptivity. Exhale from below as strength and grounding. Finding your center. Now after your next exhalation, go ahead and inhale yourself back into a neutral spine. And we'll continue now into puppy posture. Ensuring that your hips remain in line with your knees. You're gonna inch your hands forward just a little bit more. Finding what works for your body. Bringing your elbows to the earth, reaching your arms, and resting your forehead onto the earth. And pausing here in puppy pose for 4 deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Feeling your shoulders stretch, expand, your whole spine lengthening. Feeling the beautiful effects of this posture. One more deep and complete Ujjayi breath. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and pull yourself forward. And you can rest back now on your knees, pausing for a natural breath in and out. We'll continue now with a seated spinal twist. So go ahead and come onto your buttocks, and you can inch yourself forward into the middle if you'd like here. And we're going to tuck our left foot under, bringing our left foot near our right buttocks as we wrap our right leg around, bringing our right foot around where our left knee is. You want to make sure that you are sitting in front of your sits bones, and so the best way to do that is to pick yourself up and back down a little bit here. And we'll go ahead and inhale, opening up to that left side, and exhale, wrapping our left arm around our right leg as we bring our right arm back and our gaze turns. And we'll inhale halfway out, bringing our gaze over our left shoulder. And then we'll exhale back into the full expression by bringing our gaze back over our right shoulder. You're welcome to close your eyes now to allow yourself to drop into this moment. We'll inhale halfway out and exhale back into the twist. Once more, inhaling halfway out And exhaling back into the twist. And here we pause for deep and complete Ujjayi breaths in and out. Feeling our body stretch and expand with each inhalation, and the twist deepen with each exhalation as we hug our navel to our spine. One more deep and complete Ujjayi breath here, in and out. Your next inhalation brings you out of the full expression of the twist, and we'll reverse sides by tucking our right leg under, bringing our right foot near our left buttocks, and wrapping our left leg over, resting our left foot near our right knee. Now we'll inhale, open up to that right side, and exhale, wrapping our right arm around our left leg as our left arm goes back behind us and our gaze is back. We'll inhale halfway out as we turn our gaze over our right shoulder, and exhale back into the twist. Inhale halfway out, and exhaling back into the twist. Inhale halfway out, and exhale back into the twist. And here we pause in the full expression for 3 deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Relaxing anywhere that you may be clenching. Allowing yourself to drop into this moment, to be present in your body, to be present with your breath. One more deep and complete Ujjayi breath here. And on your next inhalation, we'll make our way out of the twist, taking a natural breath in and out. We'll continue now with seated forward fold. You can make your way, if you haven't, to about the center of your mat here. Extending our legs out in front of us, we'll have our toes flexed towards our face. And once again, ensuring that you are sitting in front of your sits bones, you'll go ahead and pick yourselves up and back down here for a moment. Now we'll inhale, bringing our arms up above our head. And we'll exhale down into the fold, reaching our hands to our ankles. And you're welcome to bend into your knees as much as you need to here, to really feel that stretch in your lower back. And we'll pause here for 4 deep and complete Ujjayi breaths. Resting in this beautiful moment with yourself. Feeling your upper body stretch and expand with each inhalation. And with each exhalation, reaching your tailbone to the earth and feeling your spine straighten. Your body, your mind, and your breath all calming down into this moment. One more deep and complete Ujjayi breath here. And on your next inhalation, leading with your chest, we'll bring our arms back above our head and exhaling our hands to our side, taking a natural breath in and out. Go ahead and lie back now into Shavasana. I always like to do this little movement with my hips because it feels good. As I bring myself down into the earth for Shavasana, place our feet about the distance of our mat, our toes splayed outwards, creating enough distance between your hands, your arms, and your body, and allowing yourself to drop into the most important asana of them all. For we have done all of that work just to prepare us for this moment, for this presence within ourselves.
And while you're here, I will lead you through a short guided body scan. You are welcome to completely ignore if that is what feels right for you. But to allow you to relax more fully into your presence and your being. Turning your attention to your left side body. Resting your toes into your foot. Resting your foot into your lower leg. Resting your lower leg into your upper leg. And resting your upper leg into the totality of beingness. Turning your attention now to your right side body. Resting your toes into your foot. Resting your foot into your lower leg. Resting your lower leg into the upper leg. And resting the upper leg into the totality of beingness. Turning your attention back into your left side body. Resting your fingers into your hand. Resting your hand into your forearm. Resting your forearm into the upper arm. And resting your upper arm into the totality of beingness. Pausing here for a moment to notice the difference between your left and right side body. Turning your attention back to your right side. Resting the fingers into the hand. Resting the hand to the forearm. Resting the forearm into the upper arm. And resting the upper arm into the totality of beingness. Deeply allowing your hips and your pelvic floor to rest and to relax. Resting the lower back into the mid-back. Resting the mid-back into the upper back. Deeply allowing your chest and your shoulders to rest and to relax. The weight of your back feeling supported by the earth beneath you. Resting the neck and the back of the skull. And allowing your facial features to rest now. The brows to unfurrow. The temples to ease their tension. The jaw to unclench. Your whole body resting and relaxing now into the totality of beingness. Feeling yourself expand beyond this body. Feeling your beautiful connection with all of this universe. And resting here for a moment in the greatness of this connection. Beginning to bring some attention back into your body now. And start by wiggling your fingers, your toes, rocking your head a little left and right, massaging the back of your head. And if it feels right for you, go ahead and give yourself a full body stretch or a hug. And roll over to your right side, creating a little pillow with your arm. And resting here for a moment in the intimacy of yourself. And as it feels right for you, go ahead and bring yourself back into a seated position, carrying that same peace and centeredness with you, eyes closed. And we'll pause here for a moment of silent sitting and meditation. Tuning back into your ujjayi breath. And while you're here, notice the natural pauses that come between inhalation and exhalation. Those moments of pure stillness when you simply just are. And if it feels right for you, you can go ahead and extend those pauses, but not so much that you're gasping for breath, just what feels natural for you. And if you find your mind wandering again, remember it's okay, it's just natural. But what you can do to help is the box count, where you can breathe in for 4 counts, pause for 4, exhale for 4 counts, and pause for 4. Just tuning in to what your breath and body are telling you now. If you've chosen to lengthen your pauses, go and allow that practice to come to a close by naturally following each inhalation with exhalation in a beautiful fluid movement. We'll gradually allow our ujjayi breath to come to a close, returning to our natural breath in and out. And if it feels right for you, we'll take this time for gratitude for our practice by bringing our hands to heart center, palms facing each other in Anjali Mudra, and bowing our head to our heart. We give gratitude for this practice, for our breath and body, and taking this time to be present. May this practice not only benefit you, but may it benefit all sentient beings and create a beautiful positive ripple effect outwards. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namaste.